Okay, I'm just gonna rapid fire my answers for all these questions that I'll talk about throughout the video in case you just want the short answer. So why did I get braces? Mainly because of mechanical issues, not because of cosmetics. Do they hurt? They hurt like the first day or two. It kind of depends on you and your teeth. How do they feel day to day? They suck. uh, Three, are there any foods you have to avoid with braces? Uh, yeah, technically, but you can get away with it. How's it like playing the trumpet with braces? Very hit or miss. If you spend a lot of time, you could learn to deal with it. Are they expensive? Yes, I spent 3 grand. Overall thoughts? Uh, is it worth it? Yeah, I didn't go for the cosmetics. I went for this functional thing that's happening with my jaw. Like it cracks every time I open it and close it, and that's what I was trying to fix. But they were like, "Oh, you should get braces and see if that helps first before you go to a specialist." So that's my rapid fire. If you want to click off of the video, but here's my more detailed answers. So why did I get braces? The main reason was because when I so it was just one day after a dentist appointment. I was like, "Hey, there's this crack in my jaw. Can I get someone to take a look at it?" And they were like, "Yeah, we'll let the orthodontist, take a look at it, and they'll evaluate it, and make their recommendations." And so I saw the orthodontist. Of course, they recommended me to get braces, and I was like, I don't really want to get braces, but he was explaining like, oh, you should get it, because it'll be an investment in your health, and if it does end up fixing the issue, then um, later down the line, I don't know, when you're older and when you're in your 60s, that might prevent, some other health problems that could affect, other parts of your health. So I was like, all right, sure, I'll do it, whatever. If you're coming at me at the health perspective, then I'll do it. That's why I got the braces. Didn't do it for cosmetics. I didn't know my teeth were that crooked until they took pictures of like inside my mouth. I think from the outside, I think my teeth looked okay. They weren't perfect, but I didn't think they were like bad. I think my teeth were definitely mid, like mid as in like average, not mid as in bad. Did I need to get braces for cosmetic reasons? I didn't think so personally. Like no one's gonna crawl inside my mouth and look at my teeth that detailed, with that amount of detail. So I think I was okay from a cosmetic standpoint. I was mainly trying to fix this mechanical cracking in my jaw, which apparently a lot of people have. I don't know if that's true. My brother said that he also has it, and I don't know if it's a common thing where when you open your mouth and you close it, it cracks. I'm kind of used to it. It doesn't hurt, but it is a little bit annoying. So that's what I was trying to fix, and that's why I got the braces. Do they hurt? So when you first get your braces on, or when you first get braces in the first place, your gums are gonna hurt from the shock of like this pressure just being constantly put on your teeth and your gums. But after a few days, you'll be okay. It took me maybe 2 to 3 days to get back to normal. But the first day, like my teeth were out. I remember that day I just went to Blenders to get a drink instead of trying to eat lunch because my teeth were in so much pain or my gums are in so much pain. They're gonna hurt initially first couple days, but then after that, you're chilling. Teeth are not gonna hurt as much until you have to go in and either get new wires. So I only got, I think, one wire change when I was doing my braces treatment or my dental treatment, and that's when they tighten your braces. I always wondered like, what do people mean by tightening the braces? I think people meant that they're changing the wire of your braces. Either they're probably going for like a stiffer wire. I only got to change once in the 18 months. I think it was 18 months that I've had my braces. So I got them 2021 in November. Yeah, 18 months. So I had mine. They said that it was only supposed to be 18 months. Actually, they said a year and a half. So that was 18 months. So they came out perfectly. For some reason, I thought it was gonna be 16 months. But I don't know. It's math. Yeah. So they don't hurt. First few days it will hurt, or when they change the wires, they'll hurt. You have to go on monthly to change the bands. So the bands would be the on mine, they're the blue part. So they're the bands are the ones, or they call them the ligatures. I think that's the formal vocabulary of the term. The ligature is what holds the bracket with the brace, and over time that starts to get looser, and so they have to change it every month. So you're gonna be seeing your orthodontist, monthly. Those don't really hurt. Actually, those don't hurt at all. Really, I think the only times you're gonna hurt during the whole braces journey is when you initially get the braces on, and when you get a new wire. I think those are really only the two moments. How did it feel day to day? Definitely felt like Bane from Batman. The first, I mean, I honestly I still kind of do. You get used to it. It just feels like you're wearing like a mask, you know, on your face. So it doesn't feel like Bane. Food debris. I think this is probably the biggest one with braces. Like food gets stuck in the brackets and the wire and the braces, and if you're eating like celery, then the the fiber, the stringy part will like wrap around the wire, and so I don't know. It's just really annoying. You're gonna be using your tongue to like get food debris out like constantly, and I'm also gonna kind of miss that because just the relief of having the food get unstuck is kind of like these little mini wins, and I don't know, it was just kind of fun. It was kind of like a little mini game for me trying to get all the food unstuck from the braces and whatnot. And then maintenance, it's really difficult to floss, and honestly, I just used a water flosser for the whole duration of having the braces, and it makes it so much easier. Your water flosser is your best friend. Definitely get it. Recommend. Definitely a huge recommendation. I think I spent like 50, $60 on mine. Doesn't matter what brand. If you're getting braces, just get a water flosser. Even if you don't have braces, get a water flosser anyways. It makes I don't like flossing, but I love using the water flosser. Huge recommendation for me. Are there foods you have to avoid with braces? Yeah, you're not supposed to eat like chips, like hard fruits that you have to bite in, like apples. What else? Just like common sense, just anything the hard that you have to bite into. They wouldn't recommend eating any of those foods. But as long as you're careful, I think you'll be okay. Like I ate chips like all the time, and again, as long as you're careful, I'm not endorsing it. The 18 months I've had the braces, I didn't break a single bracket because of chips, or I didn't break a bracket at all. And that's because I don't like if I'm eating an apple, I'm not gonna bite into the apple like whole. I'm gonna cut up the apple and then use my like back teeth to eat it. So yeah, you do have to avoid some foods, but if you're careful, you can get away with eating pretty much anything. You'll be fine. How's it like playing the trumpet with braces? So I could probably go in a whole separate video about this. I would say, from my experience, it took me about 3 months to get my embouchure like back to a playable state, but that's only from going to rehearsal once a week, and I didn't practice too much on my own time just because of work and house stuff. I think if you were to play your trumpet like every single day, like what I did in high school and maybe even in college, it might have been better if I practiced more. But I think you can get your embouchure back. It's gonna suck the first, I don't know, like month, but it really depends on how often you practice. I think once I got my embouchure down again, I think for me personally, it was like really hard to control like dynamics because every time I tried to decrease the air volume or increase it, a lot of the air would just kind of seep out through the brackets and the wire and whatnot, and that was really annoying. And that made it really hard to control. So I think for me playing trumpet, it was either like play nothing or play like forte, forte and up. I'm a third trumpet player, so A lot of my notes are like on the staff or even below the staff sometimes, so it's not too bad. But I think once you start getting to the higher parts of the staff or above the staff, then it gets kind of difficult. What else about playing trumpet with braces? I definitely think it's doable. It sucks. You're just gonna have to practice a lot. And what's interesting is how it's gonna feel after you get the braces off. How I'm gonna have to adjust again. If it's gonna take me a long time or not, we'll see. If you have any more questions about playing trumpet with braces, you guys leave them down in the comments. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video. If there's questions. Were the braces expensive? Yeah, so I spent 3 grand with insurance. I think out of pocket it would have been 10 grand. So yeah, really expensive here in the States. Even with insurance, I have health insurance through work. Braces were still 3 grand and pretty expensive. I didn't want to spend. I mean, I don't think anyone wants to spend 3 grand on braces. But I would have liked to use that 3 grand on the house renovation and the braces. At the time I got the braces, I had a lot of money ready for house renovation, not for braces. And so I was able to pay out of pocket. Like luckily, I was that baller of it was like a baller move. Like, hey, I remember the receptionist was like, hey, do you want to make like monthly payments for the braces? Baller move. I was like, no, I'll just pay all of it in one payment. I was like, okay. She was probably like, okay. So yeah, I think they were expensive, and I mean, I think they were expensive. I think I would rather have the money for their house renovations, but it was nice that the insurance paid 70% of it. Let's see, on my notes, I have form versus function. Yeah, going back to why I got the braces. Again, it was all a mechanical thing, not a cosmetic thing. My orthodontist showed me like pictures of my new smile. My smile is a lot more broad. So like, I guess before you couldn't see the back part of my teeth. The braces like pushed my teeth out this way, like you can see the back part of my teeth, because apparently my teeth were like very U-shaped. My teeth were kind of like that, so you can even see like the back part of my teeth, but now they're more like I guess like that, like a C shape. So that's cool. I guess if the 3 grand buys me more, I guess, confidence with my smile, because I don't think I was like super self-conscious about my teeth before. I think now that they look nicer, I don't know, maybe I'll smile a lot more often now. And take advantage of that 3 grand. So overall thoughts, I think for me this is somewhat of a bittersweet moment. There were a lot of negatives with the braces. They were really annoying. They were expensive. You have to see the orthodontist monthly. You feel like Bane. What else? Maintenance was kind of a nightmare sometimes. You have to use a water flosser if you don't want to floss regularly. They were annoying with playing the trumpet. But I think it's bittersweet for me because the braces were with me throughout the whole like house renovation process, so I feel like this part of my chapter is like closing, which is when I think about it, like a little bit longer, that's like I don't know, I'm kind of a sentimental person, so like having that chapter of my life close makes me kind of sad. Well, on the plus side, it's like yes, I can finally get these braces off, and it'll feel really good being able to play the trumpet again, and like being able to floss regularly and not worry about food getting stuck in the bracket and the wire and all that stuff. So yeah, I think overall those are my thoughts about the braces and my experience with the braces the last, year and a half. Any questions, leave them down in the comments. And hopefully you like this more informal style of videos. I like it better because I can actually see how I'm framed in the video, and I don't have to set everything up. Hopefully you can hear me better. But yeah, everyone, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.